little different, because some things need to be said regarding Black Ops 6. I decided to use some of my gameplay from Destiny 2, through the segment of this video. Call of Duty is having real problems with Black Ops 6. They took advice from streamers, and they will be punished for that mistake. You see, streamers simp share. The same simp will watch multiple streamers, and the viewer base you think they have is completely fabricated. The pre-orders must be low, as now anyone can get a beta key. It's been an absolute disaster. But yesterday, they crossed the line. Season 5 was launched, and of course an update was expected. But what really frustrated me was in order to get the update, I was forced to download the Black Ops 6 beta, something I have no interest in playing. They even deleted my Call of Duty games, in order to make space on my PlayStation. Who gave you permission to do that? I have no wish to play Black Ops 6, and it was instantly uninstalled and discarded, like a used tissue. Modern Warfare 3 was then re-downloaded. I blame these woke green-haired fairies, floating around infiltrating the studios. And with Black Ops 6, we will see this in all its glory. Now, I have not played the alpha, but I can already predict what's coming. I absolutely guarantee you, the pride flags will be placed before the country flags. I would be surprised if you even see your country's flag in the beta. Look, I'm sorry, but it's not a game for me. This will be the first title I have not purchased on launch, since the release on console. The movement is childish, the game looks awful, and it's just made to keep streamers happy. I don't want to fight fish dancing around me with childish movement, with a flashing pink machine gun with rainbow flags, while making a TikTok. I want to fight a soldier with his country flag, using weapons designed for combat. I am currently playing Destiny 2, because it's a grinding game, which is something I enjoy. On the 28th of this month, the Warzone streamers will be flying out to play Black Ops 6 early, with their flights, food and hotels all paid for by Activision as they try and sell you this game. As for the simps that watch streamers, do you know what they call you? They call you food, and laugh behind your back on Discord. So many streamers will attempt to trick you in a few days from now, because that's what they have been told, and why they are there. The streamers are parasites, and have ruined Call of Duty. Many of them attending, you will not have even heard of, but when you see them, you will know why. The social media influencer team have really been ticking them boxes, and you will know what I mean at COD Next. I normally cover the COD Next event live, but I refuse to do it this time. I just can't give attention to grown men and women acting like children, when they know the game is diabolical. I always want to give Call of Duty a chance, as someone who loves the franchise, and believes the developers are simply under a specific set of rules, they just have to follow. I played the beta of Modern Warfare 3 and I enjoyed it, after I was initially skeptical. But from what we have seen with this movement, and the shady behavior from streamers surrounding this release, I just can't go there. Nixta, for example, who has been permanently banned by the Ricochet anti-cheat, has been invited. That is something I just find difficult to understand. The social media team have no interest in you as a gamer. If you are grinding hoping for a spot, you have absolutely no chance. The entire scene is riddled with corruption and fraud, and I have exposed the cheat ring last week, where many Warzone streamers were exposed for sending money to the administrators to get easy games, and it was washed away. Some of those streamers are attending the COD Next event this month. It's one giant scam. Call of Duty, Raven Software and Treyarch had me blocked when I used to use Twitter. Activision and Infinity Ward never did, and Sledgehammer unblocked me after some time, and I thought that was commendable. I'm not the enemy, but the studios love to paint that picture. They chose to burn the bridge and side with streamers, well, so be it. Activision recently sent a cease and desist to the modding team that were about to release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I always knew this would be met with a cease and desist by the publisher, and sure enough it did. That is their right to do so, as the game files do belong to Activision. It was officially shut down for copyright infringement, but we now have confirmation it was because Call of Duty were so scared of it affecting the sales for Black Ops 6. They shut it down completely. Infinity Ward already have Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered, officially all done and ready, but Activision will not allow them to release it, as it will affect the sale for future COD titles. The community want this so much, maybe even a battle royale featuring all maps from the OG titles of COD 4, Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 all joined together. The core community do not want Black Ops 6, the movement is terrible, and the cutscenes look more like a PS2 game. Streamers have ruined this entire franchise with horrendous ideas. The high-profile streamers manipulate everything, and no matter what the game developers do to combat glitching, boosting and cheating, the streamers will find a workaround. It's what they do. They are Warzone streamers, and should never ever be trusted. Just look at the competitive scene or Warzone, it is an absolute joke, and I am actually embarrassed to even mention Warzone in a competitive nature. More on this soon, but let me know in the comments about all of this. What do you agree with? I want to know what you guys think. I used to love coming home, and getting excited for the release of Call of Duty. I used to have my night planned. A bunch of us would get dropped off at the local mall, and descend on McDonald's around 11 p.m. We would order food and drinks, and discuss how awesome the latest Call of Duty looks. There were no streamers to ruin it. Nobody had any direct communication with developers. We took their game and ran with it. As midnight approached, we would start to queue, and talk to the people next to us in the line, and scribble gamertags down on pieces of paper, to add them when we get back home. We would descend to a friend's house, set all the consoles up, and play right through the night. Those days are gone. Hijacked and stolen from by Warzone streamers, many of which never even experienced this. They saw this as a means to make some quick money, nothing more, and in doing so, stole the fun element away, as they constantly post fake meta loadouts on YouTube and TikTok. Season 5 has only been out for 24 hours, and I bet you will find meta loadout videos on YouTube right now. I used to love coming home, and getting excited for the release of Call of Duty. I used to have my night planned. A bunch of us would get dropped off at the local mall, and descend on McDonald's around 11 p.m. We would order food and drinks, and discuss how awesome the latest Call of Duty looks. There were no streamers to ruin it. Nobody had any direct communication with developers. We took their game and ran with it. As midnight approached, we would start to queue, and talk to the people next to us in the line, and scribble gamertags down on pieces of paper, to add them when we get back home. We would descend to a friend's house, set all the consoles up, and play right through the night. Those days are gone. Hijacked and stolen from us by Warzone streamers, many of which never even experienced this, but I am pleased I did, and I am so happy I was part of that, and can look back with great memories. The streamers saw this as a means to make some quick money, nothing more, and in doing so, stole the fun element away as they constantly post fake meta loadouts on YouTube and TikTok. Season 5 has only been out for 24 hours, and I bet you will find meta loadout videos on YouTube right now. Activision, wake up. Your streamers are ruining your game right under your nose. Are you really that blind you can't see it? They are terrified of the real world, real work, where you get up in the morning and come home in the evening. The streamers actually look down on people that work, even make jokes about apprenticeships when people leave school like it's a bad thing. What world are they from? They even call people that work old 9 till 5 heads. Well, I would rather be an old 9 till 5 head any day of the week, that waste my life on stream babysitting adult simpletons. The only people that watch streamers are children sick from school, or unemployed adults. So, here are my final thoughts how to fix Call of Duty. Stop the communication with the community. Build your game and we will play it. Stop worshipping streamers. Build Call of Duty how it used to be, and stop having conference calls with streamers every month. If you are not confident in your own ability, you shouldn't be designing video games. Stop winding the community up, asking streamers to post all the junk you send them, as though they are more important than the other person purchasing your game, because these streamers you are drawing over influence no one. This concludes my video. Let me know if you have anything to add to this in the comments. I will maybe feature those in my next video. You don't need to agree with me, I want your input.